CT125 is a little different than a regular motorcycle in that it doesn't have a clutch.
Well, I've got the GoPro sticking out of my pocket recording. I don't know if it's working or not. Look like a dummy going down the road. All right, y'all, spring is in the air. It has been unseasonably warm here in East Tennessee, and that has been great because it's helped us get geared up for camping season, in that we bought a couple motorcycles here a little while ago. Thought we were going to have to mothball them for the winter, but no, it has been warm. We've been out riding every weekend. We've both been getting used to these bikes, and I think it's going to be awesome because we plan on doing a little moto vlogging in our camping trips this year. We've just been riding the back roads. We don't want to get out in anything major or anything with a whole lot of traffic just yet, till she gets a little bit more used to it. But to have never had a bike before and have never rode as the driver, she's doing fantastic. So the condition was I was allowed to get my bike if she could get a bike too. So we ended up getting two bikes. That wasn't planned at first, but it worked out, and we've been having a blast.
I said, but I like to ride too, and I will not sit on the back of that bike.
Yep. Okay, Joanna's at motorcycle school as we speak. She's called me twice from there this morning to give me updates. She said she's real wobbly and having a problem with the clutch. So I'm so glad we went to the Trail 125 so she doesn't have a clutch to worry about. But anyway, I'm just picking it up, and I'm going to take it home and hopefully get it under the Christmas tree before she gets back to the house this evening. One quick stop. Run to the dollar store, see if they have a big bow I can put on this thing. It turns out the dollar store did not have a large bow. Anyway, Joanna has this large roll of ribbon. I don't know what she's planning to use it for. I may get in trouble for using this, but I got on YouTube a minute ago. I watched a video on how to make a large bow. So I'm going to attempt to do this. I don't know how it's going to turn out. So, and the thought occurred to me, I'm learning how to make bows today, and she's learning how to ride motorcycles. What's wrong with this picture? Okay, so check out this bow. 5-minute YouTube video, and that's what I made. It's getting close. I just got a call from Joanne. The motorcycle class is actually a 1.5-day class. She just finished up day number 1, and she said she is beat. Said she's been stressed out and having to hold the clutch all day, and said her arms are hurting, her shoulders are hurting, and she's just beat. So she has no idea she's going to come home and see this underneath the tree. Are you wore out?
Yes.
You sounded like you were wore out when you called me earlier.
It's in here.
What is that?
Oh my God.
Go over and look at it.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Did you make the bow?
I did.
Oh my goodness, baby.
I got on YouTube and watched a video how to make a bow.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. So here's what I got. I got a Honda CT125. A CT125 is a little different than a regular motorcycle in that it doesn't have a clutch, which makes it safer for me. It also has anti-lock brakes, so that makes it a little safer too. One of the reasons I got this bike was because I can actually touch the ground. Whenever I can't flat foot, but when I'm sitting on the seat, I can actually touch with my tiptoes on the ground on both sides, so it makes me feel like I'm a little more stable. It doesn't have a clutch, but it is a 4-speed. So it does only have a top speed of 55 though. So this bike is not made to be going on the interstate or anything. Basically, we're just going to be using this to do back roads and to go around campgrounds and things like that. So it's not like I needed something that was going to go fast. And this is the first time I've ever rode a bike, ever. So when Michael and I were deciding which bike that I needed to get, he had a lot of experience since he's been riding since he's a little boy. So we went over all of the things that might be a good option for me, and this is what we came up with. So it worked out really great. I I've put a few things on it to make it a little more comfortable. I did put a windshield and I did put the box. When I was looking to get one of these bikes, I thought it would be fabulous because I could get all kinds of different accessories and things like that to get for it. But after I got it, I got to realizing that you can get all kinds of accessories, but they have to be shipped from Asia, and a lot of the times the shipping costs more than the parts do. So far I've not been able to get anything but the windshield.
So we didn't know all this when she bought the bike, but doing a little research, what we found out is that Honda actually made this motorcycle back, was it the 60s?
Yes.
They made this thing in the 60s, and they made it as a 90cc engine. They called it the Trail 90, and then at some point they ended up making it a Trail 110, and then in 2022 they released this bike, same bike, but they released it in a 125 version, and that's what this one is. It's just called the Trail CT 125. And they also make a street version of this thing too.
Yeah, the Super Cub.
The Super Cub. And this Trail, like I say, they're the same bike pretty much. It's the most manufactured vehicle in history. I mean, there are millions of these things been manufactured. I assume most of them are probably overseas, where that's what they're doing, is riding motorcycles or scooters around. So we felt pretty comfortable that surely to goodness Honda had it worked out by now. Pretty cool old road. Look at that rock formation up there. This is the kind of thing I want to do when I'm camping. I want to be able to get out and explore, see these old back roads. I think it'll be awesome. See all these leaves on here? I would never do that on a street bike. So the KLR650 is a bike that's been around since about 1985-86. And it still has pretty much the same motor and design. They did change the bodywork a little bit in the year 2022, but this thing's been around for a very long time. I remember seeing them when I was a young man. And like Joanne, I've done a little bit of upgrading to this bike as well, probably a bit more than she has. I put new foot pegs on there. Those are more aggressive, hold you on the bike a little bit better. I put some storage on the back. This is called a dry bag. Got my net on there. Going around to the front, I put some crash bars on there, and those are great. So if you drop the bike over on its side, and I can say that they work. I won't tell you how I know that. Put some Bark Buster hand grips on it. I put some handlebar risers on there to give it a little bit more of a comfortable riding position. So we've actually got several camping trips planned this year. We're hoping that this is a big year for camping, and especially now we got the bikes. I mean, don't get me wrong, regular camping is nice, just get out and enjoy, but we really like to have a camping trip in conjunction with like either an event or an activity. So having these in the back of the truck is going to change everything.
And two, it'll let us go out and explore different places.
Yeah, there's always, when we're out somewhere, we'll see an old gravel back road or something, and we're like, well, I wonder where that goes. And now, you'll be able to go. So we are so excited for camping season this year. So not only are we going to be doing camping videos, we're going to be doing moto vlog videos, and we could not be more excited. So if you want to come back, hit that subscribe button, push the like if you like this video, and we hope you did. And until next time, take care. We'll see you on the road.